Dear students, I welcome you in the online classes organized by ISP. Dear students, this is our lecture number 16 on the subject of research methodology. Dear students, as you know that we are almost at the end of our component of course, and right from the beginning I made it clear that this is one of the most important subjects of your MPhil class. As MPhil is a research oriented degree, so naturally we should be very much familiar with the methodology of research. Dear students, when we started our journey, our target was to at least be capable enough to write a research proposal. Secondly, our object was to get familiarity with the process of research, to get familiarity with different assumptions and different concepts involved in the research methodology. Dear students, it would not be boastful if I say that to some extent we have got our destination. We have won our goal. I am claiming it on the basis that step by step we move towards our destination. We move towards our goal. And in the previous lecture, that was the lecture number 15, we have finally written the research proposal. Dear students, during this journey, we became familiar with the process of research. Now we know what should be the qualities a good researcher should have. We know the planning in the research is very important. We are familiar with the different methodologies of research. Particularly, our focus was the methodologies which can be used in the research in the field of literature and language. Dear students, we have now on our fingertips those research methodologies that can be used in the literature or language. Dear students, now we know very well how to establish a hypothesis. We know very well how to set research questions. We know very well how to state the problem in research. We know very well how to write the literature review. We know very well how to analyze the data. And dear students, we know very well how to write a research proposal. The one aspect or one part of the research proposal or of research thesis, and that is also by no means less important, is references. And this is our last topic that we are going through. Dear students, keeping in view the limitations of online classes, it is by far no less a success that we have completed our course outlines successfully. And I hope you must have gained some knowledge, especially about the practical nature of knowledge, how to go for research, what kind of process it is, and how to write a research proposal. Dear students, I did try my best to give my maximum. However, once more I would say that there were limitations of online classes. It was the first experience that we have had, although ISP is very successful when I compare the standard of online classes of this institute to the other institutes, then I can say that the standard of ISP during these online classes was higher as compared to the other universities. Dear students, today we are going through our last topic, and that is how to write references. And it is very important because we know that in research, whatever we study, whatever we go through, and when we mention this material into our research, we have to give the reference from where we have got this material. How did we come across that material? And this process is very systematic, and it also follows certain rules. And this process is known as references. Dear students, it increases the validity of our research. It increases the neutrality of our research. It makes our research objective in the sense that we follow the research ethics. And when we make reference of some previous knowledge, then we always give the reference of the source from where we have got that knowledge. So let us first look at the lecture outlines. References and its rules. Then we are going to how to get and write a reference from a printed form of book. If we have a book in which we are going to refer a chapter and it is an edited book, how will we refer to it? If we have consulted a journal article and it is in printed form, then we will learn how to make reference towards it. Then there are some journals which are online, and then web page and website. Dear student, this list is by no means exhaustive, but at least keeping in view the limitations of the duration of lecture, we are going through these 5 kind of references in this lecture, but there are many more sources from which we can take the reference and there is always a rule how to write that reference. So, for example, sometimes we take reference from a television program. Sometimes we take reference from a movie. Sometimes we may take reference from a newspaper. Then, all these have their own rules of reference. But today we are just touching 5 types of reference. And why I have selected these 5 types? Because these are the most used sources during research. Now, references and its rules. What is reference? It is a list of sources at the end of research work. So, at the end of the thesis or at the end of research proposal, we make a section, namely references. It is important to give all the detail of the sources used by a particular research. It follows a particular style of writing and formatting. Dear students, we have to follow a particular style and we have to follow a particular format for writing these references. It is very systematic kind of process. That is why the references are arranged alphabetically with respect to the name of the author. So that is also a very important point, because in writing these references, we will follow a rule, and the rule is that the name of the author would be the starting point of each reference, and we will arrange this list of reference with respect to the name of the author. If somebody has a name or some researcher has a name starting with A, then he or she would get preference in that list. Another person whose name starts with M, for example, then naturally the person whose name starts with the letter A, his or her name would come first, and the person whose name starts with N would come later. So this is the alphabetical order with respect to the name of the author that we follow. If we have same author and we are going to refer more than one work of that author, then the work which has been written earlier would get preference. For example, if one author has written a book in 2002 and the same author has written another book in 2010, then the book that was written in 2002 would get preference in the list. So if we have same author, the earlier work would get preference. Dear students, we are discussing APA style today. So keep in mind that normally in literature and language we follow APA style of references. American Psychological Association APA style of references is developed by American Psychological Association. So we normally use, as I have said earlier, in language and literature, APA style, that is American Psychological Association style. Dear student, this is our first reference that we are studying. If we want to make reference from a book which is in printed form, that we have in printed form, and we have taken some help from that book in our research, and now we want to refer it in the reference section of our research, what would be the rule that we follow? Author or editor? First, we would write the name of author or editor. Then it would be followed by year of publication. Then the title of the book, and it would be written in italics. Then edition of the books, if not the first edition. If we are following a book and we are following its first edition, then we would not write. But if some book has 3 editions, then we would have to write what edition we are going to refer. Then place of publication. If there is more than one place listed, use the first name. For example, a book has been published from New York, from London, then we would write the name of the first place of publication. If, for example, it has been published from New York and London, but first it was published from New York, then New York would get preference as the place of publication. Dear students, then we would write publisher. So, name of author, year of publication, title, that is name of the book. If it has more than one edition, then the edition number, then place of publication, and then publisher. And here is an example. First, Ali T. Now, actually it is Tariq Ali. But the second name would come first, dear students. The second name of the author would come first, and the first name would get only the first letter. So Tariq Ali would be written as Ali, comma, T, full stop. Dear students, punctuation is also very important in writing references, and we have to follow that punctuation style as well. So, name of the author, Ali, comma, T, full stop. Then, year of publication, it is 2000. Then, title in italics, The Stone Women. Then, we are not referring towards its edition because it is the first edition. It has only one edition. Then, place of publication, London. And the name of publisher, Verso. So, this is the line that we would toe when we would write a reference about a book in printed form. Name of author, year of publication, name of the book in italics, full stop, place of publication, colon, publisher, full stop. Next, book chapter in an edited book. Dear student, sometimes we can search such kind of books in which many authors contribute, and each author is allocated one chapter. So such kind of books are known as edited books. If we have to give reference from such kind of book which consists of many chapters, and there are many authors who have contributed in that book, then what would be the rule? Author of the chapter. For example, if we are going to give reference of chapter 4, then who is the author of the chapter? Year of publication. Then title of chapter. Because each, in such kind of edited books, each chapter is given some title, and it would be followed by in, colon. Then editor. Normally, one or two people edit a book and they arrange the contributions of different authors in that book. So, for editors, we would write ed full stop within brackets, and this ed would be written after the name of the editor. Then title of the book. First, the title of chapter. Now, the title of the book, and this would be written in italics. Series title and number. If it is part of a series, sometimes edited books are published in series. Then edition, if it is not first edition. Then place of publication, if there are more than one places of publications. Then use the first name from where it was published first, the name of publisher, and at the end page numbers. Naturally, we use small p for page number before single and multiple page numbers. So, this would be the rule which will be followed. Now, this is the example, and the example is first the name of the author, and the name is M. Bondi, but as I told you, the second name would be written first, comma, then the letter of the first name. First letter of the first name would be written in capital and followed by full stop. So Bondi, comma, M, full stop. Year of publication, it is 2007 within bracket. Now this is the title of the chapter. Keywords and emotions, colon, a case study of the Bloody Sunday Inquiry. Now this is the title of the chapter, in, followed by in, Fairclough N, Courtesy G, and Editizone P. These are the three editors. And after these names, we are writing within bracket EDS because they are more than one. Now this is the title of the book. First, Keywords and Emotions, a case study of the Bloody Sunday Inquiry. That was the name of the chapter. Now, Discourse and Contemporary Social Change. This is the name of the book. Burn, Peter Lang. Now, this is the name of publisher, and page number is from 407 to 432. So, dear students, if we are going to refer a book which is in edited form, then name of the author, year of publication, title of the chapter, then editors, and within bracket ed, if more than one, then eds, then title of the book in italics, and followed by the publisher and the page number. Dear students, if we are going to refer a book which we have got on net, that is online book, what would be the rule to refer it? As usual, name of the author or editor, and we know that if there is an editor, then within bracket ed, full stop, after the name of the editor. Then year of publication, title of the book should be in italics. Series title and number, if parts of series, then we will write series title and number. edition. If it is not the first edition, then we will write online. Then place of publication and publisher. And additionally, we will write available from URL address would be written here. And at the end, we will also write date of access, the date on which we have access on this book. And the example is Fairclough Fan. This is the name of the author. Year of publication 2001. Name of the book Discourse and Ideology. It is online within bracket. Place of publication London. Name of publisher Thomas Telford. Publishing Thomas Telford Publishing. This is name of publisher. Semicolon. Available from colon. Then now this is URL. It is the online address that from where we have accessed this book. And the date of access. Accessed 18th June 2020. So this would be the rule that we would follow while we refer to a book that we have accessed online. Dear students, let us move towards the next section, and that is if we are referring from a journal article and this journal is in printed form. Author, that is name of author, year of publication, title of journal article. Now this is the title of the article, research article. Then title of journal, it would be in italics. Volume number or issue number and page numbers from where we have got that journal. Fairclough Fan, name of the author, as usual, second name first and first name followed with capital letter. Year of publication is 2000. Discourse, Social Theory and Social Research. And the Discourse of Welfare Reform. This is the name of the journal. This is the title of the research article, and the title of the research article is Discourse, Social Theory and Social Research, the Discourse of Welfare Reform. Now in, followed by in, and now this is the name of the journal, Journal of Sociolinguistics. This is the title of the journal in italics. Then volume number 4, issue number 2, and page numbers of the article from where we have got that or refer to that research article. It is from 163 to 195. So when we would give reference of a journal from where we have come across a research article and it is in printed form, then name of author, year of publication, title of journal article, then title of journal in italics, volume number, issue number, and the page number of the article. Dear students, here is, if we have a journal article but it is in online form, not in printed form. Again, name of author, year of publication, title of journal article first and title of journal second, online, volume number, issue number, page numbers of the article, and additionally we have to give information about the URL or DOI address, and finally date of access. Now here is the example. Arami M and Garner H. So there are two authors here, and we have written, you can look at their name, that the name of the author, whose name starts with letter A is written first, and the name of the author whose name starts with letter G is written later. Then year of publication is 2008, and then title of article is A Tale of Two Citations. And you can see that we just have capitalized the first letter A, and we have not capitalized the later letters. Then nature, online source, and then what we have written, this is volume number 451 7177, then column, and then issue number, that is 397 to 399. Now 451 is volume number, 7177 is issue number, and then page number. Available from, then there is the address of the URL address of from where we have accessed this journal article, and finally we have written the date of access within brackets. So this is the rule that we have to follow when we will refer to a journal article online or in electronic form. Now the last one is web page or website. Again, name of the author or editor, and if we have no individual author or editor, then use the corporate author of that web page. Then title in italics, this is the title of web page. Then we will write online, available from, that is the address, and date of access. For example, the name of that website is Critical Discourse Analysis, and the title is Discourse and Hegemony. Again, we are writing online within brackets. Available from, this is URL address, and when we have accessed it on 3rd July 2018. Dear students, these were the 5 sources that we mostly consulted during our research. And we have today studied how to refer toward these sources in the reference section of our research. This is very important because even if we write a single word and we have taken it from the previous researches, from book or from web page or from journal, we should always give reference toward it. That makes our research authenticated, and it is the ethics of research that if we take help from somebody, some source, we must always refer towards it. Dear students, the rules for plagiarism are very strict nowadays. You know it very well that there are such kind of softwares that can detect even the minute kind of plagiarism in the research. So if we take help from the previous research, and we always take help from previous research because actually this previous research make our background for motion and movement into forward, and on the foundation of this previous research we always make and establish our future research. So we should always give reference wherever we take help from this previous research or from researcher. Dear students, this could be our last meeting in this subject of research methodology. We may have no more lectures. And we have ended today our course outlines. Dear students, I have a very pleasant and novel experience of teaching you through online classes. I know that there are many drawbacks in my teaching methodology, and there were so many limitations of these online classes. However, I did try my best to convey whatever I had in this subject. I do not know how much satisfied you are, but after a few days you are going to have your final examination. For those examinations, I wish you good luck. That's all from my side. Stay safe, stay blessed.